So good evening. We are going to present our assignment 5, and my name is Chu Chamin.
My name is Fazatul Aisha.
My name is Chin Ilin.
My name is Dollywood.
My name is Cheng Xiqing.
So I will start first. So first we declare the variable, which is the compound price, and we set it in the decimal data type with 9. Okay, the value is 9. For the variable currency price is variable, right? The value is 10. The siakap the siakap price is 12. And also we create the variable which is customer count as integer with 0. The all sales total also in the decimal data type also is in 0. And the variable average in decimal data type also in 0, so we initialize it in 0. Yeah, so next we got a function calculate price. So we declare two variables, which is the weight and the price. So the weight, it will convert the input that user type in the user type into the white text box. Yeah, call that. And it convert the string into the decimal, and it will store the number inside the variable weight. Yeah. So next for the price, we initialize it as the 0. So based on the user input, so it will count each of the total price for the different types of the fish. So so it will match if the what we call the label fish name is Gambong, so it will take the weight the user key in and multiply with the Gambong price, and it will store inside the price. Also, same with the currency and the SICA. So, and then after counting the price, if user click the checkbox, the checkbox for clean and the counter, it will add one more. It will be expensive for a ringgit. So we have the what we call the algorithm, which is price. The call price. We will assign the price with the weight multiply 1, and we will add the number to the price original price. So the price will be the can I say the asal punya price dia akan add dengan itu weight multiply with 1. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, and now I will continue. Okay, so the first one, the private function get receipt line. This declares a private function named get receipt line. Private means it can only be called within the same module or class. And then the fish name as string, this is the first input parameter. It is string variable that holds the name of fish, for example like kembung, kerisi, and siakap. And then the weight text as string, this is the second input parameter, a string that represents the weight of fish, for example like 1.5 or 2.0. And as string, this specifies that the function will return a single string value as its outputs. And then next, the dim weight as decimal equal to decimal.parse weight text. This line takes the weight text string and convert into a decimal data type. And then the result is stored in a variable named weight. And then for the dim price as decimal equal to calculate price fish name with tax. This line calls another function which is calculate price, which isn't shown in the snippet. And the result is stored in the price variable. And the next one, the dim line as string. This line initializes a string variable called line. It uses string interpolation, the $sign before the string, to create the basic part of the receipt line. And then select case fish name. This is a control structure that checks the value of the fish name variable. And then for the case kembung, if fish name is kembung, the code appends formatted price per kilogram for kembung to the line string. To string 0.00 ensures the number is formatted with exactly 2 decimal places. Same goes to the case currency and case siakap. And then if check clean.check, then this checks a user interface element, likely a check box named chk clean. Line plus equal clean. If the checkbox is checked indicating the fish was clean, it appends the text clean to the line string. And then the next line, this is final step in building the string. It appends the total price formatted to 2 decimal places prefixed with RM. And then the NVBCRLF adds a carriage return and line feed, which means the next line of text will start on a new line. And then return line, the function returns the complete formatted line string. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
So here is a subroutine that name button calculate click. So this is which is trigger when a button called button calculate is clicked, and then this subroutine is designed to calculate the total cost of the selected fish items and also generate a receipt for the customer lah. So start by declaring two variables. First is the total, is to store the decimal like the cost of selected fish items, and also for the second one is the receipt text. It is a string to have the receipt content, and then the receipt text is initialized with the header line name fish market receipt followed by the two line breaks. Then the next one, check kembung check, is to check if the checkbox check kembung is selected, and also the corresponding text box TST kembung will have contain a numeric value. So if here the both conditions are met, and then it will call the calculate price function to compute the cost for the quantity of kembung fish. And then add this cost to the total, and also will append the formatted line for the item to receipt text using the get receipt line function. Also for the check currency one, is same as the check kembung. It will check the check currency checkbox and the txt currency text box. If valid, then we will calculate the price for the currency fish, and also update the total, and also add the item details to the receipt text. And then the last one, check siakap, also the same function here, checking the check siakap checkbox and also txt siakap text box, and then the cost is calculate and add to the total, and after that the item will be included in the receipt. So after the processing, all the fish will append the total cost and formatted to 2 decimal place with the total RM to the receipt text. And then the finalized receipt will display in a text box that name txt receipt here. And then the total cost is also shown in a label name label total. And then the customer count variable will be increments for tracking the number of customer, and add the current transaction total to all sales total to tracking the sales across all transactions. Okay, so that's all from me.
Okay, now I will continue with menu item functions. The first one is next customer menu. This menu is to reset the form for the next customer order. In this function, we unchecks all checkboxes, clears all text boxes for weight or receipt, and resets the total label to total RM0. This ensures no old data is left before serving a new customer. The second menu is Exit menu. This menu is to close the entire application and ends the program immediately. The third menu is calculate price menu. This menu is to trigger the price calculation, and we simulate clicking the calculate button so the same calculation logic is reused without rewriting code. Number 4 is view summary menu. This menu is to display a summary of all sales. We create a new summary form and passes customer count to number of customers served, all sales total to total sales amount, average to average sale per customer, and we show the summary form as a dialog. The last menu is about menu. It is to display application info, and we shows a pop-up with the application name and version. So that's all for me. Thank you.
So I will show the summary form, and then for summary form, first we declare customer count as integer, and then total sales as decimal, and then average as decimal. And then we call initialize component function is to set up the form's user interface as designed in the Visual Studio Designer. And then we calculate the average, and then if customer count is bigger than 0, then we divide the total sales by customer count. Otherwise, it is set to 0. And then for this tree is to display in text box. And then for total and average will be displayed in RM currency form. And then the last one is close button. So I will show the form 1 design. So this is the form 1 design. And then for summary form design, it's like this. So I will show the output. So if I click the combo and currency for 2 kg and 3 kg, and also click for clean and gutfish, it will charge one more ringgit for per 1 kg. So this is the receipt and then the total, and then click the process. It can also click the calculate price at here, and then view summary. So it will show the number of customer, the total sales, and the average sale. So I click close. And then for file, it can have next customer and exit. So I click for next customer. If say combo and shortcut 1 kg, 1 kg, and then calculate price at here. So this is the receipt. And then view summary, it will show the number of customer is changed to 2, and then total sales and average sales also have update. So I click close. And then for here, this is about, and then file, exit. So this is our assignment. Thank you.